Pennsylvania against corporate greed, but for every worker in America. Scott, thank you very much. And let me thank Representative Terry Alexander of South Carolina. And Terry is right. This is going to be a 50-state campaign. We're not going to concede one state to Donald Trump. And let me thank my very good friend, Nina Turner. Nina has been with me all across this country. Nina has helped develop one of the great grassroots organizations in this country, Our Revolution. And Nina is mobilizing people from one end of this country to the other. Stand up. Justice. Nina, thank you very much. And let me thank Sean King. All over this country, and I'm going to say a few words about it today and more tomorrow, people understand we have a broken criminal justice system, and there are few people in America more than Sean who are fighting to change that system. Sean, thank you. And lastly, let me thank my wife and my family. Thank you, Jane and Levy and David and Heather and Karina and all my beautiful 7 grandchildren for the support you've given me. Thank you all for coming out today. The weathermen for giving us Vermont weather, thank you. And thank you all for being part of a political revolution which is going to transform America. It's us together. And I want to thank all of you for being part of a campaign which is not only going to win the Democratic nomination, which is not only going to defeat Donald Trump, who is the most dangerous president in modern American history, but with your help, we are going to transform this country and finally create an economy and a government which works for all of us, not just for 1%. Today, at our very first rally, I want to welcome you to a campaign which says loudly and clearly that the underlying principles of our government will not be greed, hatred, and lies. It will not be racism, sexism, xenophobia, homophobia, and religious bigotry. It will not be tax breaks for billionaires and efforts to throw millions off the health care that they currently have. This campaign is going to end all of that. The principles of our government will be based on justice, on economic justice, on social justice, on racial justice, on environmental justice. Today, I welcome you to a campaign which tells the powerful special interests who control so much of our economic and political life that we will no longer tolerate the greed of corporate America and the billionaire class. Greed which has resulted in this country having more income and wealth inequality than any other major country on earth. No, we will no longer stand idly by and allow 3 families in this country to own more wealth than the bottom half of the American people. And while these families become richer, over 20% of our children live in poverty, veterans sleep out on the streets, and senior citizens cannot afford their prescription drugs. We are here to tell the 1% that we will no longer tolerate 46% of all new income going to the very richest people in this country, while millions of Americans are out working 2 or 3 jobs just to survive and pay the bills. Today, we launch our fight for a political revolution, and we say to the private health insurance companies, whether you like it or not, the United States is going to join every other major country on earth and guarantee health care to all people everywhere. And you can spend all of the money you want against us. We will have a Medicare for all single-payer system. The pharmaceutical industry that you will no longer charge the American people the highest prices in the world by far for the medicine they desperately need. Whether you like it or not, your greed is going to end, and we are going to lower the cost of prescription drugs in this country. Today, we say to Walmart, to the fast food industry, and to other low-wage employers, stop paying your workers starvation wages. Yes, we are going to raise the minimum wage in this country to at least $15 an hour. And we are going to make it easier for workers to join unions. Today, we say to the American people that we will rebuild our crumbling infrastructure, our roads and our bridges and our rail system, our water systems, our wastewater plants, and our airports. And when we do that, we're going to create up to 13 million decent-paying jobs. Today we say to the parents in our country that you and your children deserve quality, affordable child care. And today, here at Brooklyn College, we say to young people all over this country, we want you to get the best education you can, regardless of your income. Good jobs require a good education. And that is why we are going to make public colleges and universities tuition free. And why we are going to substantially lower the outrageous level of student debt in this country. America once had the best educated workforce in the world, and we are going to make that happen again. And today, we say to our senior citizens in Vermont, in Brooklyn, in California, we know you cannot survive with dignity on $14,000 a year Social Security. My Republican colleagues in the Senate want to cut Social Security benefits. Well, we've got some bad news for them. We're going to raise Social Security. Today, we say to Donald Trump and the fossil fuel industry that climate change is not a hoax, but it is an existential threat to our country and the entire planet.